This live stream is sponsored in part by Tint Wiz. Tint Wiz is a CRM suite designed for window tinters. From acquisition to invoicing and everywhere in between, you can run your business more efficiently and more profitably with Tint Wiz. Check it out at tintwiz.com. You can also download it for iOS and Android. Don't forget your free 30-day trial at sign up. This live stream is also sponsored in part by Dry Shrink Prep. Dry Shrink Prep is the healthy alternative to dryer sheets. Made with 100% all natural ingredients, Dry Shrink Prep is changing the industry for the better, one shrink at a time. For more information and a purchase, go to dryshrinkprep.com. This live stream is also sponsored in part by Solar Effects Window Films. At Solar Effects Window Films, their goal is simple: make your car look hotter while keeping your interior cooler. Their automotive window films are manufactured with the most advanced technologies available, which allow them to deliver a broad range of products to meet your needs. Check out solareffectswindowfilms.com and find out why they're the fastest growing film company in the US. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream tonight. Again, as always, Tuesday night live stream, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We didn't do a live stream last week. Truth be told, is because I have to take last Monday off. So like, I'm usually off on Sundays doing my own thing, and I go to the workshop on Mondays, and then I go work at the shop. Work on my own on Tuesday. But I had a huge thing with DSP and a couple other personal things I had to take care of myself, so I didn't go into the shop on Monday. So it totally threw me out. I had like 3 days to do my own thing, and like Tuesday night came and rolled. I'm like, holy shit, I totally missed the live stream. So no worries though, but we're gonna have a banger live stream tonight. Tonight we're gonna be reviewing the June advertising for Facebook. I was doing Facebook target marketing for the month of June, so I'm gonna go ahead and look and we're gonna take a deep dive into that and take a look how the advertising did, what the positive things I think came out of that, and then we're gonna check and see if we made a profit. Let's see if that's the whole point. Did we make a profit off of it? So big shout out to Tint Wiz already in the house. What's going on over at YouTube? If you guys are on Facebook or YouTube, well, YouTube, make sure you just subscribe and hit the bell notification so you're notified whenever I go live. And if you're on Facebook, if you take a moment to share the stream either on your personal page or other Facebook groups or pages as well, that definitely helps with the reach. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to go for about an hour. So what we did here is, let me go ahead and pull it up here. So we did an advertising run on Sun Solutions window tinting, and let me go ahead and share this here. So this is what it looked like right here. In the time we spent, I spent $387.70 on this advertising. Okay, well, I keep going over it. So it's just right here, right above here, right? Over 27 days. So I was a little late with launching this advertising, but this advertising and this advertisement was, I've been running advertising since August, June, July, August, June. Did I do it in before August? I'm not 100% sure, but I know for the last couple months. But this by far has been the very most successful advertising run. So before we do that, let me show you. Let me show you what the advertising looked like, so you guys have some so you guys know. So give me 1 second here. Boom, that was the advertising right there. Very simple. All I did is I took a camera and I recorded myself doing the entire process of just installing one window, but I did it in like 120 or 240, so I can slow it down to 30 frames a second, so it has smooth slow-mo. If you guys don't know how to do slow-mo or shooting in higher frames per second and then slowing it down to slow-mo, Google it, you'll figure it out. But anyways, so that's how I brought it down slower, so it makes it look like I'm going through slow motion. And that literally is a 30-second clip, and it's 29 clips of me 1 second, 29 1-second clips just jammed together in chronological order. That's all I did. It's not that difficult. Not that difficult at all. The hard part is that window actually took me, with all the raw footage that I shot, it was like 17 minutes or so. There was some dead time here and there, whatever. So having to take 17 minutes and crunch it down into a 30-second split is where the difficult part is going to be around. You got to kind of see, you know, you got to keep everything in chronological order, and probably maybe try not to repeat certain things. Like, you don't want to see like 6 frames of like a squeegee or something like that. Just chronological order. And this can be done with anything. It could be done with a side window, it could be done with a residential home window, it could be done with a back window, it could be done with a glare strip. I mean, there's so many opportunities and possibilities for this type of advertising. And the way I did it is that it has no audio, so there's no speaking, right? So, and I only advertised it on Facebook news streams, right? So no Instagram, no Messenger, not in Marketplace or anything like that, strictly in people's news feeds. So when they're scrolling through their news feeds, boom, it's going to pop up sponsored. So, and the reason that it's designed that way is this, it's going to catch your eye as you're rolling up. Now there's no audio, right? So that's why I'm not speaking. So as it rolls up, it's going to catch your eye. You're going to see it for 3 or 4 seconds, and then you're already hooked. You're like, okay, now I gotta see this through. What is he doing? Oh, he's doing a window. Cool. And then you see it all the way through the end. 30 seconds, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. If they happen to click it, because of the age demographic, I'm going for a little bit higher and a little bit older crowd. I put like a funky 80s music beat to the back in the background of it. So if they did click it, you know, it brings up like some nostalgic thoughts and feelings, and that's the mindset that I went with on that one. So that's why there's like 80s music on there. So that's why with that. So that's the advertising. Okay, let's go ahead and come back here. So in this advertising, I ran it for 27 days, right? And I spent $387.70. This is the amazing part here. Check out message conversation started. 136 messages. All right. It reached over 22,000 people, and it had more than 14,000 engagements. This is just in 27 days, guys. 27 days. And then the click to conversion rate is $2.85 right here. $2.85. That is phenomenal. Let me show you a different advertising I did. This is a main advertising that I did a long time ago. Look at this. I spent $146 in 7 days, 20 conversation starters. Look at the cost per conversation started. $7.35. And this was just your standard, like, I shot a picture of a beautiful Nissan Maxima with my van in the background, and then a little explanation, like, you know, kind of like the same thing everyone does. It's like, oh, I did this car and this, plus for more information or book today, blah 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 blah, call the phone number, and then I added a link to the website. That was good. That was okay. I mean, it was good. I mean, I did turn profit. I mean, I did book appointments here, but sales and advertising, it's all a numbers game. You want to churn as many people through your funnel to get to the bottom, to get to the end, so that you're making sales. So let me see if there was another one. That advertising one here. I did a truck one here. Let's see this truck one. Can I click on it? Oh, here we go. This truck one, I spent $125. 10 conversations started, $12.50 per conversation. Again, this is one of those, like, just snap a picture. You know, look, big shout out to York Bridge Concepts for trusting us with your fleet work. Florida Legal with the best film possible. You know, so I'm trying to promote like the super high-end shit, right? And I have my advertising there, I have my website there, but still, look, I mean, $12.50. Now now you're seeing that I'm running these only for a week or so, right? Because I'm trying to dabble, see if these are even generating anything before I commit my full stake on it. I've been trying to stick to about $500 per month, right? So that's why you see 125 for 7 days, right? So if I did that 4 times, that would be $500 a month. So that's the reason for that. But again, 10 conversations, $12.50 per conversation started. I think I boosted this one. This one did pretty good. This one was like, this was like more of a video, because advertising, you're either either you're pushing to sell or you're pushing to build brand, but it's one of the two. All right, so this was strictly just to build brand. I wasn't pushing to sell and make closes and whatnot. There, another $125 7-day run, playthroughs. Okay, so this one was different, right? Because this one was to build brand. The purpose of this was to build brand. So I wanted to have as many people possible to see this, right? So I was focusing on video views versus messages, messages started, right? So I didn't want people to start conversation. I just want as many people to see this as possible. So almost 3,500 people in 8 days. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Not to, or playthroughs. So it could be a number of different types. So, but as you can see, let me see if there was another one. This one. This was probably one of my very first ones. 12 conversations started, $110 in 11 days, $9.16 per message conversation started. So by far, hands down, this advertising fucking crushing it compared to anything else I've ever done. So, and you guys can do the exact same thing. It's phenomenal. Let me give you some insights in regards to what I did. And these are target marketing, right? So I'm targeting specific people, right? So let me see here what the audience is. Edit audience because it's over already. Okay, so here are my engaged shoppers, right? Because I want people that like to shop, right? I put where I'm located in a 45-mile radius because that's an hour. 45 miles for me is an hour trip. An hour to travel. So I'm willing to travel at least 1 hour from my location to do work. So 45 minutes. Now I did run this and I could have actually crushed it, right? So here's the thing. I had 136 conversations started on this, right? I probably could have got this up to 200. Here's why I changed it, right? I am promoting a higher end premium brand, right? I am promoting premium service, and my prices reflect it. $189 is my entry-level film, $299 is my entry ceramic film, and then my super ceramic is $599. There's 3 options, that's it, right? So I'm targeting top, at least top 25%. When I started this, these demographics here, it says top 5%. I keep moving here. So it says top 10%, top 10 to 25, and top 5%, right? I did have top 25 to 50%. The problem is I was getting a lot of questions with a lot of I want to do cars 1 to 5 years old. Okay. I was getting questions about 06s. I was getting questions about 2012s. I was getting questions about removals here, and I mean just cars that I'm not willing to work with. Plus, people that have an older vehicle like that typically are not going to spend that kind of money on their vehicle, especially something that old. So I took the 25 to 50% income bracket out, and reason for that too is because you got to think the average person makes $36,000 a year, right? So if you're looking at 25 to 50 at the low end, you're looking at the average person, So I'm looking for a middle class and above middle class. So that's why I took that out. So the conversation did slow down, but the quality was better. I was closing better quality. I was more targeted toward my clients, brand new cars, newer cars, or people willing to pay my prices. So, and then I threw in small business here. And that was pretty much, oh yeah, age demographic 24 to 60. And reason being is like, I'm trying to get people that are just out of college. That's why I put 24, and I don't want anyone north of like retirement age because most people are on a fixed income. So I took those out. So that's where that comes from. And I just put all men and women in here. So, and this one says audience potential 780,000 people potentially, right? And I've heard a number of different things online, whether that could be 1 million, maybe that's 500,000, maybe that's 100,000. Anything north of 500,000, I've been told is a solid number. But if you are in a smaller town where the demographics is only 130,000, then it is what it is. You live in a small town, you got to work with what you have. So, so yeah. So those are the demographics, and of course, this is what you see here. But they're looking for here, and then. and this is the description, right? Just a little brief description with a link with the website, and then the call to action is just I wanted to push people to either call or make or start a message, one of the two. So that's the details in regards to that. And I don't know why you just keep doing that. There we go. So how much did I spend on this thing? $387.70. I'm gonna move this over here. We'll move this over here. I'm gonna go share screen. Are we sharing? We are sharing. Oh, actually, I'm sharing everything with you guys. You shouldn't see any of that. Okay. Font. Let's make the font a little bigger. Let's make it 26. Okay, so for June. Okay, Tinting. Okay, fair warning. This notepad thing has no autocorrect, so you're gonna see how horrible of a speller I am. So for June advertising, we spent $387.70. Let me see here. That was over 27 days. 27 days. And then message converted. Let me check out the details again. Over there, $2.85. $2.85 per conversation started. Solid. Solid. Okay, now let's see what the work we did. And now I'm excluding, I did work Sunday the 31st of what was that, before June? August? May, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, May. So the last day of May I did work and make some decent money, but I'm not going to count that. I'm only counting the amount of June. Okay, and I ran it for 27 days and it ended today, which means 1 2 3 this week, 7 14 21 plus 3 is 24 25 26 27. Okay, so this advertising actually didn't even start until June the 4th, right? So I was like not advertising for like four days into this month, so could have been a little bit better, could have spent a little bit more. So I was shooting for 125 a week, which is, what the hell is that? 125 a week divided by 7 is like 17 and right around $18 a day. You can shoot for 20, you can shoot for 25, but I think that's a decent one, right? So looking through my calendars right now, I did have a schedule booked for the 2nd and she ended up canceling on me, so that was a goose egg on that one. On the 7th I did a set of roll-ups and I did that for $89 on the 7th. $89 set of roll-ups, solid. On the 9th I had 3 appointments, an 8 a.m. that canceled on me, and he canceled twice, so that's no more working for him. I also had an estimate to do, which I did close on that one, but I'm not going to count that for this month, but it was a $1,400 flat glass estimate that we did close on that we're going to be doing next month. And then a 2 p.m. Daniel, let's see here, we did an S-Class Mercedes on the 9th, and we did that for $349. Let's see, solid so far. So June was a little weird because I only work Sundays and Tuesdays, right? I'm only working Sundays and Tuesdays until I can fill up at least 3-4 weeks in advance. So the Sunday the 14th was like a half a Father's Day thing, so in the morning I went to the driving range, but I did have a windshield in the afternoon, so I did a windshield in 50% with my good stuff. That was the 14th, and I made what was it, $249 off that windshield. Daniel Powell, the same guy from the 9th, called me back on the 16th because he wanted to get his windshield done. So 16th I made $149 off that one. 49. Let's see, Father's Day the 21st I was totally goose egged because I was out deep sea fishing, so that was a goose egg. And then the 23rd was decent. I did 2 cars at a location. What is this? Oh, the 23rd. Okay. 23rd. I did a car for 129. You guys having fun yet? And then I did another car for 158. 158. On that, then I had a doctor's appointment. Then I had a 1 p.m. Oh, okay, so 1 p.m. I did a set of tail lights. This was actually the flat glass gig that I closed on. And I was gonna do a set of tail lights for $200. But this guy had like a really nice Lexus that he like absolutely loves, like 12 years old. He's got like carbon fiber on it and other things like that, and he kind of wanted to see what it would have looked like with taillight tint on it. And normally it would be fine, but he had a pair of taillights on there already that were, number one, they were like crazy. It was like an IS F series or some shit like that. I don't know, he loves it. But like it had deep levels of red in it, like a dark red and a lighter red, and it had depth in it. So when I tinted the taillight, one of them, I had him take a look at it. I'm like, is this what you want? He's like, because if it's not what you want, I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to charge you for it, right? At the end of the day, he hated it. He would have paid me the 200. I would have eventually had to take it off, and he would have just been out the 200, you know. But I was like, because I knew he was kind of on the fence, so I did one tail light. I showed him. He hated it. We canceled it. So could I have made another 200 there? Absolutely. But I don't know. Do plays like that. This is the same guy that I'm doing the flat glass gig next month for $1,400. So do plays like that close me on the 1,400? Because I'm just like, I'm trying to be decent to people. I'm not trying to just take money for money's sake. So that was that. And then I didn't have anything this past Sunday. No, I did have something this past Sunday. I had a crash at 200. 28th. 28th, some guy called me up. I didn't even want to work that day. He got standard film with a glare strip, 2 plus 29, and then I didn't do anything. I had no work today, but I had a lot of DSP stuff to do. Okay, so that's my month so far. If I can, there we go. That's my month so far for the month of June. All right. So let me take a calculator. Perfect. Let's move this over actually. Boom. Okay. So we did 89 plus, wow, plus 349 plus 249 plus 149 plus 129 plus 158 plus 189 plus 29. The hell was that? 1341. Boom. Boom. Okay, now keep in mind, technically I'm still a weekend warrior, technically. So like I'm working Sundays and Tuesdays. I'm only working 2 days a week, right? So now keep in mind as well, all this, I have on average a 12.5%. I have a 12.5% film cost. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Times 12.5%, 167. Let's do this here. I'm gonna minus 167.63. Let's do this. 1340. 41 minus 167.63. Total $1,173.37. Okay, so yeah, so this is material cost. Let's go ahead and put that here. Material cost. That's film cost. A little bit of gas, but it's, I mean, my car is so efficient with fuel. Like I get like 350 miles to the tank, and it costs me like $30 to fill my tank or something like that. So it's so tiny, so tiny. But yeah, so now obviously the advertising cost me $387 out of that as well. $387.70. So you get out, I made after advertising, $387.70. New total $785.67. So not too bad, not too bad. Total profit $785 and 67 cents advertising. So a couple things to think about here. So I mean, these are the real numbers. This is what it is, right? So a couple things that could have happened. I could have made a couple $100 extra off those taillight tints, but I didn't want to feel like going that route. I had one lady who was super sweet. She called me like she's on a fixed income, blah blah blah. So I had one lady cancel, and she was $189, and then I had another guy with a car canceled, no showed on me. So that was another $189. So that's 2, 4, 6. So it's almost $600 right there I could have made. But you know, shit happens, shit falls through the cracks. It is what it is. Father's Day I completely took off, and then and the week before Father's Day, the half the day I took off to go golfing to do some personal shit. So so this 700, even if I did the taillights and the two cars actually showed up, it would have been about $600 more than that. So it's about $1,300. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. This is it, right? And obviously you gotta pay for advertising, but after that, I mean, that's pretty good, you know. For my $400, let's call it, you know, for my $387 invested, I made $1,341 off of that, right? So $1,340, that's 3 times your money back. I'd say that's pretty solid. I'd say that's pretty solid. You know, and this is scalable. You got to keep in mind as well, a couple other things in regards to this, is that I'm brand new, right? I'm a brand new established business. So if you Google me, I don't have a lot of reviews. If you check, there's no reviews, and there's no, I have everything that looks professional, but except for the track record, and that's what you're building up right now. And also too, another thing with that is, I was talking to my buddy Martin, and I said, listen, this is fucking frustrating. I said, I'm getting a lot of calls in, but he said, but like, I'm not closing a lot. The closing ratio isn't great, right? 136 conversations. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jobs out of that, right? So out of 136, no, 7 divided by 136, it's a 5% closing ratio. 5% closing ratio. Now 5%, you got to keep in mind though, 5% is crushing the average closing rate. The average return on advertising is about 2 to 3%. So realistically, in regards to the numbers, that's a pretty good return. But so I was calling him, and he says, listen, it's going to take you 6 to 8 months before you get established and people find out and understand that your business is going to be sticking around. You're going to build reviews at that point, and you're going to start building up. Also, you're a premium service business. You know, if you're targeting the top 25%, that means you're gonna outright decline 75% of the people that you speak to. That's just how the math works, right? If you're looking for top 25, there's 75% of people that you don't want to work with, and that's me. That's my personal. That's what I want to do. I don't want to go any lower than that. Now, there's a couple things that I probably could tweak, that I could probably make more money off of it, right? But the goal here is to stay a premium service, right? I don't want, and Martin says this to me all the time, and I want to say it right. I don't want to sacrifice short-term gain for long-term brand. I could drop my prices right now and do $1,500 a month, but instead of $189, $299, $599, I'm going to be doing it for $149, $249, or $200 and $400. It makes me no different than any other shop. That's the average shop, right? I don't want average. I want above average. I want to be above average. Okay, so but if I lower my prices now, I'll never be able to raise them, and that's the problem. That's the problem when people start doing this, doing this on their own, is that they need the money now. They need the money now, and your prices are high because you feel like you're worth it, but the closes aren't happening and people aren't coming through the door. So I need money, so let me drop my prices down so I get people through the door, and then now you're the guy that does it at that price. Because when you do it at that price, they're going to remember, and they're going to tell their friends that you did it at that price. So the referrals that come to you are going to be like, oh, you're going to be like 189. Well, no, you did my friend for 149. What are you talking? Why is the price hike? And then you look like an asshole trying to hike your prices and jack people. So I'm sticking to my guns. This is still profit. $785 is still profit. So I'm going to stick to my guns. The people that I did work with absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Couldn't be thrilled. Couldn't be more thrilled, right? So not a great month. Also, we're June, we were getting at the tail end of COVID and shit like that. Everything was start to reopen, so that's some food for thought as well. I did a job the day before June ended, or day before June started, that did me pretty good. In July, I have a $1,400 flat glass gig, and I have a $600 R&R on an Alfa Romeo. We're removing it and replacing it with better quality film, doing the full windshield. So right there, I'm making $2,000. I'm in two things, or two appointments, I'm making more than I did last month. So in one job, I'm actually making the same or close to the same that I made last month gross. So there's only one way but up. There's only one way but up. But these are the facts, and this is how the business is going. So I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of insight of how it's going and what you guys think. I am going to go through some questions here, because I do see some people running through some questions here. Mike Cardoza, always a solid guy. I spoke to him a little bit today. Ken Glass, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Let me see here. Should have used some Duran. I use a business a service called the fuck is it called actually? Epidemic Sound. It's what a lot of like YouTube users use. This music I'm playing right now, it goes through a company called Epidemic Sound. I pay for copyrighted music through that. I can't just play random music or play the radio, because I don't own the rights to that, so they can shut my channel down because of that. Kind of what like Twitter or Twitch is going through right now with the DMCAs or whatever they call it. That's what's going on right now. So if I could, I would, brother, trust me. Slim33 asked, was it all hand cut? Oh, by the way, I'm gonna do Q&A right now, so if you guys had any questions, shoot them down right now. Okay, where the hell did it go? Slim33 says, was it all hand cut on the cars you did? Not all of them. I don't have a plotter, but because I'm sporadic when going to the shop, when I'm at the shop, I bring my film and then I pre-cut. I kind of take a risk doing that, because if they're a no-show, then I waste the money and the film. So if that's the case, if I have to do a pre-cut, I might actually start charging like a, I don't know, a 15% to 20% non-refundable down payment. That way, if they do no show, then I'm not out the film, because they paid for the film technically still, And Matt actually did it. I think this is like a 5-head move. Matt told me he's taking $50 deposits, right? So like, let's say you do a car for $200, right? And you take a $50 deposit. So by the time you get there, it's like $150, right? Well, you've already spent the 50, right? But the bill is 150. So in your head, you're like, oh, I didn't spend as much. And then you could turn around and try to sell like on a windshield or something like that. Solid move, I think. Solid. So I might start taking deposits. I don't know. Cooper J Cash says, is this a part-time hustle? Yes and no. I am a full-time window tinter, but I'm transitioning over doing my own thing. So 2 days a week. Sunday and Tuesday I work for myself for a company that I built called Sun Solutions Window Tinting, or Sun Solutions Tinting, actually, excuse me. And then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday I work at a shop that I've been there for like the last 3.5 years, called Advanced Film Solutions. They're up in Lutz. Solid place, solid joint, solid people. So the goal this year is to transition and only be at the shop like maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'm doing that out of respect for them, right? I'm gonna give them the big money days, and I'm gonna start building my own thing on myself on the slower days, and then maybe after next year I'll transition completely off. But again, I have to be careful because I'm the only one working in my family. I support my stay-at-home wife and my 2 kids, and now a dog. By the way, I got a dog. The wifey called me in the middle of the stream on Monday, and she says, "Hey, we have a dog now." I said, "Okay, cool." So now we have a dog. Her name is Cleo. I keep calling the damn thing Chloe, but it's an absolutely adorable dog, and good. It's good. Panda Bear says, your customers are your salespersons. That's right, baby. That's right. Word of mouth and referrals is great. And keep in mind too, guys, I moved down to Florida 3.5 years ago. I didn't know a soul down here. I just moved down here and got a tint job. That's it. I moved down here because I wanted to live in Florida. I have no personal networks, with the exception of Martin Fowler. That's it. That's pretty much my personal network in this local area. So it's not like I can bounce ideas off of like friends and family and blah 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 blah. That's why I'm so hard on Facebook target marketing, is because that's my only avenue to be able to reach out to clientele. So Mike says, sorry I had to bail. I had a good time talking today. Got to finish up the had a good time talking today. Got to finish up that conversation. We'll talk soon. Yes, Mike, please give me a call back tomorrow should be good. I'm back at the shop tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Wednesday? I'm back at the shop tomorrow, so I work with my hands, and I don't live stream on Wednesdays, so I have my headphones in and I talk all the time. Like Matt and I will talk for hours on end. Martin and I will talk for hours on end. So just shoot me a call and we can grind it out. Whenever you have some free time, we'll finish it up, baby. Fear says, I'm new to tinting. Any tips? How did you learn? Any tips? Yeah, you can go to my website, or not my website, my channel. You're on it because you're on YouTube. Check out my my videos, my past videos. My past videos, all my videos. Mainly, most of them are window tinting based. So there's how to top load, how to bottom load, how to shrink, how to reverse roll. I mean, there's a lot of videos, instructional videos for you here or there. So go ahead and check it out. I did learn online. I did learn on YouTube, and various people that were doing it at the time. So I learned it online and I got into it, baby. That's how it goes. Yeah. Mike just answered it right there. Norman Hang, hey Patrick, my DSP is finally here after 2 months. I posted in Matt's Discord, but you are not active there. Just want to say thanks. That thing is solid. Yes, Norman. I do apologize. I know it took 2 months. I don't know if you're international, but I know we had pre-orders. We had a pre-order batch that took 3 weeks before we could even send it out. And that was the only time. So if it's been 2 months for you, it could have been you could have been an international package, which could take up to 23 days. So unfortunately I have no hold of that, but it is really cool. DSP has been sent out to Greece, to Hungary, to Germany, to Australia, Alaska. I mean, a number of different places.
Panda Bear super chatted $1.99. Sucks Solar FX is short on film, waiting for it.
Panda Bear. Yes, absolutely. Sonic and Mario, thank you very much for subbing to the channel. Panda Bear, yeah, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Yeah, everyone right now is short on film. Everything trickles downhill, right? So the manufacturers and everyone else, like if production stops at the very top, it slows everything down and goes downhill. It's not just Solar Effects. There's a lot of other people that are slow right now to get film because their source had slowed down. So unfortunately it is the way it is, and we got to work with what we got to work with. But everything will get back on track soon, I hope. So Ethan says it's too hot in Florida. You're damn right it is. When I work in my shop in the middle of July and middle of August, it's probably the 2 hottest months. And it's probably about 110, 115 in my shop. So it's hot. It's hot. Everybody's short right now. That's right, baby. Norman, I'm from Malaysia. I managed to get the Tint Wiz, but nice. Okay. Yeah. See, I knew it. See, here's the thing. Oh, hold on.
Panda Bear super chatted $4.99. The old bullwhip effect.
The old bullwhip effect. Panda Bear, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Definitely helps. Appreciate it, brother. But like I said, before he even told me he was from Malaysia, guys, I have DSP under my thumb. Like you wouldn't believe. I know where everything is. So when he told me it took him 2 months, unless he just got a recent package like that we pre-ordered, I knew he was international because most of my packages, especially domestically, they arrive in 3 days or so. 3 days, 3 to 4 days after I ship it. 1 to 2 if they do expedited shipping. So for him to tell me it took 2 months, I almost knew that he was international. But I'm really, really glad. Norman, you're gonna love it. And just I'm gonna give you a quick heads up, brother. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna buy refills. We have refill packs in 8 ounces and 16 ounces. I'm not saying this to boost it. I'm telling you ahead of time, you're gonna love it. And if it took you 2 months to get a refill pack, or to get the initial order, you might as well put in your refill jar order in now, because it's gonna take that long to get it. You don't want to be out. It's awesome, really is. So Norma says, anyways, thanks a lot. Totally understand about the shipping problems. Yeah, absolutely. International ships by carrier pigeon. Ain't that the dang truth? They literally put it on a ship. It's like 20 days to get across the Atlantic or whatever the hell they go. I don't know. Anyways, okay, looks like we're doing good. Been on here for about 45 minutes. I'm gonna take a few more questions. If you guys had any other questions in regards to the advertising I did, or any questions at all, I see you guys on Facebook, I see you guys on YouTube. Thank you very much for spending your time, your money, and your, it's just your time, you know what I mean? I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome. Stick around for a few more minutes. Let's get a few more questions in, and then I'll be out skis. And I know this is not like the most exciting and sexy topics, but the people that are watching, where's my water? The people that are watching are gonna love it. P.S. Diddy, yo, checking in late. No worries, brother, no worries. You're just in time for the Q&A then, Diddy. Just in time for the Q&A. Hold it. Where is it?
Panda Bear super chatted $3.99. Ordered my first beginner plotter SC2. I'm nervous.
Woo, Panda Bear. Thank you very much for the $4 super chat. Thank you very, very much. Order my first beginner plotter. I'm nervous. Don't be nervous, baby. It's a sign of expansion. It's a sign of growth. You shouldn't be nervous. You should be excited. There's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. Here's the thing that people do. People get so good at hand cutting, but they get a plotter because in my opinion, a plotter can definitely speed up the process, right? But when you first get it, there's going to be a learning curve. How do you look up the cars? How do you adjust the patterns? How do you nest them correctly so that you're efficient in the film and not wasting film? All these things you're going to learn, and all these things are slow. It's going to be a slow learning curve. So don't get frustrated. What happens is that people will get a plotter, and then they're like, shit, this is slower than what if I hand cut. I could just hand cut and make more money that way. Trust me, stick with it. It'll pay back in spades. If you can double cut side windows accurately, that's debatable whether or not your hand cutting skills are going to be faster than a plotter. But when you're doing back windows, especially back windows, I think that's where plotters really come in and save the day. So you don't have to throw a light in there. You don't have to, it's all, hand cutting is great if you have to do it, if that's the only option. But I'm a plotter guy, so if you talk to Matt will probably be like, hand cutting's not too bad, which it isn't. But I think it's just a little faster with plotter. Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully, I'll have a plotter soon. So Got a little boost on Facebook. Little jump in the numbers on Facebook. Also, YouTube's going strong. Always strong on YouTube, baby. Always strong on YouTube. For those guys that are interested, Call of Duty did do an update. They did nerf the MP5 and they did nerf the GRAW, right? But they buffed the marksman rifles and the sniper rifles. And if you guys watch any of my gameplay with Call of Duty, I'm the shit at sniping, and they just made it more deadly for me. I'm gonna start crushing it. If you guys like gaming content, I do gaming content because that's just what I do on my downtime. I have all this was really just so I can do this. I've been doing these live streams on Facebook and on YouTube for the past 2.5 years or whatever. I love doing it every week, Tuesday 9 p.m. most of the time, every week. I mean, there's sometimes I just flat out forget. And I'm trying to have, and here's the problem, I'm trying to have good quality content on these live streams, right? Before I just hop on and do Q&A for an hour or something like that. But I want to be more engaging. I want to have good topics. I want to have people to interview. I want to have a good hour to be on here, right? So I don't want to just have, just throw something together. Let's see if it, you know what I mean? So I'm working hard to keep topics together. If you guys had any questions, concerns, shout outs, if you guys had any suggestions, let me know. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, there is a Facebook group, Window Tinting Business. Go ahead and check it out. Be a part of that. You can that community is phenomenal. 65, rolling up to 6,500 people right now in that group. All awesome people, all learning and trying to grow and be better. So Mike says, I last 2 minutes, I get motion sickness watching. I'm fine when I'm playing. Yeah, I can understand that. Plus I'm keyboard and mouse, so I mean it moves quick. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and close it out at this time. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for spending your time and your money here on the channel here. I'm gonna be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always, hopefully with a good topic. If you guys have any questions or topic suggestions, make sure to tag me, Patrick Latman, in the Facebook group Window Tinting Business. And you can go ahead and get joined up and we can talk there, and you can talk to the community as well. Big shout outs to our sponsors, Tint Wiz, check them out, tintwiz.com. Dry String Prep, check them out, drystringprep.com. Solar Effects, of course, check them out, solareffectswindowfilms.com as well. Thank you guys for subbing to the channels. Thank you guys who donated. Big shout out to Panda Bear, who did a number of donos today. Let me see what we got. Hold on. Thank you, Panda Bear, for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Panda Bear, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Panda Bear, for the $4 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. I really do appreciate it. It really does help. And if you guys are watching this after it is live, or known as the rebroadcast, go ahead and check out the description on the downstairs on the bottom right here. The first link in the description is a tip link or a donation link. You guys can directly support the channel as well on that way as well. So all proceeds are much appreciated. It helps keep all this shit running. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you guys have a safe night. I hope you guys stay profitable, and we will talk to you next week. Bye, guys.